the wealth matters for the black community. First of all, you got to understand when we say black as a conscious versus black as an unconscious. As an unconscious, when you're saying black, you are using the language of the legalese that flips you into a prison. But when you become 5/5 realized, you're no longer 3/5 compromised, because they say in Dred Scott, no black man has any rights a white man bound to respect. So then I have to say something, because here we is flipping Dred Scott out off an old 2-ball cane with a black ball and a white ball. And he ain't neither. Just like we ain't. We might look like them motherfuckers, but them motherfuckers ain't us. And they might walk like we do. And they might talk like we do and attend the same establishments we do. But them motherfuckers ain't us. See, Dr. Anderson flipped off the Breakfast Club something that he called indigenous black. Which brings me to how a 5/5 realized motherfucker will perceive when they talking about the black, they talking about the noon. But then they flip them out and call them nuns, N-O-N. But that's a misnomer and a mispronunciation, because it's supposed to be the N-U-N. So when we had none, all we had to do was realize the noon. What the fuck is the noon? Egypt is called the Great Abyss. That's the source of all creation. Dark matter. Pure, unadulterated melanin. Flipping out carbon at 666 off the old 2-ball cane. Now, since we got that out of the way, we got the 2-ball cane flip, and we got the 5 P's flipping out the red. I want my motherfucking kings out of Colorado, motherfuckers. And I'm not bullshit. Y'all lucky they ain't brought me my shit, and my kings is still hostage to you rotten ass bastards in your fake ass system. I want Larry on the fucking street. I want Jeff on the fucking street. I want Brother H. Rap, Imam Abu on the fucking street. I want Mumia on the fucking street. I want Matula on the fucking street. You motherfuckers not gonna get no breaks on my watch, because I ain't one of them motherfucking sellout ass niggas. And I don't give a fuck about what color your skin is, how tall you is, how short you is, how skinny you is, how fat you is. That divide and conquer bullshit don't work on me. So now let's talk about JD's revenge and flip out who is this vice lord. The lord of the vices. See, if you knew your motherfucking history and you wasn't so busy being stuck in these white folks' boxes, then your ass would be all right. So I gotta walk you back to your history on JD's Revenge. Now we all know that the movie JD's Revenge came out as a blaxploitation movie in the 1970s, but it was only a reminder for the watcher. Notice the watchers that came up. The watchers continuously watch. Because as Farrakhan once said, if you know the signs and you know the times, you're gonna automatically know the fucking agenda. I call this if Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford ain't on the streets real soon, somebody getting fucked the fuck up agenda. That's where we at in this shit now. I done went in and took over all this shit. The sons of righteousness is about to shine on you motherfuckers one way or another. Right? So at the crossroads, when you passed, you was told that there was a motherfucker that stood there to collect the toll. That would be me. See, in the voodoo conjure, they call him the Baron. Baron LaCour. Ain't that right, Will? Baron LaCroix. The Baron of the Cross. What fucking cross? The crossroads. What's the fucking crossroads? Between life and death. They call it Hell's Gate. Flip that shit, girl. The roads in the middle, 3 6s on the other side of the 3 9, the roads being the resurrection symbol. Straight up the motherfucking middle. Here we go, flip it around. Now that old knockaround game with them knockaround boys, flipping this shit off the 2-bar cane on the fourth corner shuffle. Let these motherfuckers realize I'm the motherfucking straight arrow. I'm the motherfucking golden arrow in the silver bow. I'm the motherfucker that rests on the emerald lake. They gonna get this shit right before the end of the night. Or it's gonna be some real motherfucking hard motherfucking questions motherfuckers in sight. So we gonna flip this thing off the old 2-bar cane back off the 4-corner shuffle until you end up with the zigzag zig. Now the zigzag zig flip is a kind of strange thing because you're flipping off the mother and the father line because you got to be a straight shooter. You got to be a straight shooter, a straight arrow, a flaming fucking spear, right? A flaming fucking spear. We don't need, look, who is Miss Brown? What's her whole name? Myself wants some answers about Miss Brown. Right now, I want some answers about why my kings ain't on the fucking street. That's what I want answers about. I done did the fucking work. Put my motherfucking soldiers on the street. Don't be scared now, motherfucker. Y'all wasn't scared when y'all put them in there. Now and you kept them in there poking mean dogs with sharp sticks. Motherfucker, let them go. Let's see how they treat your bitch ass. Now that the motherfucking inmates got to asylum, goddammit, I'm standing at the crossroads collecting the goddamn fare. In other words, sooner or later, the motherfucking bill comes due, Clinton. The bill comes due, Clinton. Fucking with my motherfucking brother, Tupac Amaru Shakur, and he sicked me on your motherfucking decrepit parasite carrying ass, you rotten ass motherfucker. You and Killary. Kill switch, bitch. I see y'all motherfucking heads get severed, motherfucker, and Gitmo. See how y'all like that shit. I'm telling you motherfuckers right here, right now, the inmates got to asylum in the worst motherfucker to get the keys to the gate is holding the fucking key to eternal life in your motherfucking face. I did the work. They seen the receipts. And why the fuck is they scared? You wasn't scared when Billie Holiday was telling you motherfuckers about the strange fruit. Y'all wasn't scared then. What the fuck you scared for now? You wasn't scared, right? When Sam was telling you motherfuckers the change was on the way, you wasn't scared. You wasn't scared when 2-legged dogs was sicking 4-legged dogs on humans when Martin tried to fix this shit. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing, but apparently he had to do something. Wasn't scared when Malcolm fell. My brother said, should we cry when the Pope died? My request, we should cry if they cried when they buried Malcolm X. Fuck them motherfuckers. Y'all wasn't scared then. It's too late to get scared now. Y'all past that shit. If I get any of these niggas that dig their head out their ass and stop chasing their motherfucking tails in these boxes, that's all they gotta do. I give them all y'all motherfucking secrets and let them unravel that shit they goddamn self. Hillary motherfucking Clinton, goddamn right. Fuck that bitch. See, I was her #1 fan until I did the research. Because I like to see powerful women do things. But that adrenochrome drinking, child trafficking, homicidal, sociopathic, hive hovering bitch about to get what she got coming. Kill switch bitch. That's how I feel about it. I really don't want nobody to do the shit but me. But you motherfuckers won't bring my shit. So I gotta answer all these goddamn questions again, because I done already went over the black labor and the white wealth. Where's that? Who got it? Why they can't put it in their own goddamn name? They not earthborn. You have Larry not gonna move if Angel Bay not with him. Period. They in this together. This is what we not understanding. Angel Bay is the leader of the Black Peace Stone Nation in association with the Vice Lord United Vice Lord Nations, which is insanes, unknowns, conservatives, travelers, four corner hustlers, right? And the third king being the one that they held in cryostasis, they froze him in Area 51, and they recently thawed him out because of the demand to negotiate with Larry Hoover is he wasn't negotiating unless he seen Tukey. And so Stan Tukey Williams, who they told us was executed in 2005, had been in Area 51 in cryostasis up until 2021, right? So they brought him out of cryostasis and they took him to Colorado before Larry would ever negotiate, because they are all in this together, right? Ain't none of the chiefs on the land not in this. They told you El Chapo was a drug lord, but they never told you that he was functioning under a system created by the DEA, the CIA, and the American intelligence influence on the land. El Chapo is also with Larry and Angel Bay and Tukey. Also, that y'all probably don't know, is the MS-13 founding fathers is they are in what's that country? San Salvador. And they are also behind Larry Hoover, MS-13. The Almighty Latin King Nation is also behind Angel Bay first, then they support Larry Hoover. The Spanish Cobras, Satin Disciples, or what we call Spanish folks, are all behind Larry Hoover. All of them, Bloods, Crips, OGs across the land, who have attained the status of chief by being the most loved and most respected in they family and in their community. That's how you determine who the chiefs is. They all agree that Larry is the only one to speak for us right now because he has the agenda that the executive board of chiefs has set out. I don't know what the agenda is. I do know that my part is just to tell y'all why we doing what we doing and make it make sense so you will know what you doing with no deception involved. The fact that it's so apparent and so blatantly open, many people can't accept that it's that easy. But my instructions from Big Mama was whatever solution you come up with, it has to be the easiest possible thing they can do, or else they not gonna do it because they are controlled by the devil in the brain. He got them mentally. So you got to make it so easy where they trained laziness can be overridden, and this is it. So if we fuck with their algorithms, fuck with their money, as soon as they acknowledge it, it's over. They make them acknowledge us. They acting like we not here on purpose. They don't want to acknowledge us. They don't want to say that the organic people of the land is demanding that the chief speak, because then they have to let him speak. They know soon as he speak, he gonna say it was them motherfuckers, they did it, they came over here on ships and told us we came on ships. Them motherfuckers came over here with slaves and told us that we were slaves. We wasn't slaves. We are not from a family of bondsmen. We do not come from servants and low-level slaves. First of all, in order to be a slave, you got to have Slavic descent. So that definitely don't got nothing to do with us. That's it. Right. That's put the end to it. So, also, along with what we telling y'all, you need to do your research on Washington, D.C. It's no longer Washington, D.C., right? Now it's the military, the military, the military district of Washington or something like that now. But it's not Washington, D.C. no more. If anybody don't believe me, go to your MapQuest, pull down any drop down that has cities and pull down D.C. It's not going to have a D.C. behind it. It was only the District of Columbia while the occupiers held the ship in port to transport the birth certificates, right? The birth certificates is the savings bonds that they were using to leverage against us and our ignorance. And if we never reclaim our shit, they cash in the bonds and become the owners of everything that our ancestors created, right? So they use every tool of division to separate us by racial classifications, which is a falsity, by religious denomination, which is some bullshit. They separated us by age, by gender, by switching the genders, confusing the genders, and now, here we go. It's still Mott, sweetie. It's still Mott. Yeah, so, he was actually answering the question. So, the White House has been closed. The state building has been closed. What y'all been watching is CGI and actors pretending to be Joe Biden. Joe Biden been gone a long time, right? But now they can use creativity to manufacture a false image and lead you to believe whatever you follow. As long as you believe the story, they gonna run that bullshit on you until it doesn't work no more, right? So, this shit is a wrap. The United States Corporation, as you knew it, ain't going back to that shit. We going back to tribal shit. We got enough people ready to reclaim their shit. And now I'm just giving them the blueprint. Because Larry said, give them the blueprint. That's why you gangbanging, while them ignorant motherfuckers gangbanging. So he ready. He ready. He want to come out and talk to y'all. Y'all got to do y'all part. They use elections. We don't. We know who the leaders is because we know who the biggest tribes are. The Nation of Growth and Development is the largest group. Their closest affiliation is Latin folks, Crips, and the rest of the disciple nations. Black gangsters, BDs. We even been feuding with the BDs from shit that these motherfuckers put in our community. But the BDs going back home by doing business with Vice Lord Four Corner Hustlers. If you're from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about, right? So now, once and for all, the greatest treaties, all of the leaders is on the same page for the first time since the enemy been here, right? So the enemy now is about to get exposed because they run out of money Friday. That's it. Monday, they have to address that matter sometime during the day and figure out how they going to get some money when there's nobody else to lend them any money because everybody that was lending them money, we didn't seize their shit. So now they can't even get an artificial extension because there's nothing to extend it on. This shit is over, right? So this is what we're trying to get the people to understand. Well, it's not on a time frame. It's on the success or lack of success in reclaiming our shit. If there's insufficient